Yo, 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 what is happening, everybody? How's it going out there? It's been a couple of weeks now. We took a week off with holiday and whatnot. Everyone has a fantastic holiday if you're around here celebrating. Let's try to kick on maybe one of these lights. The outside light. Really nice outside today. The outside light is causing some weird... just glare. Look at, I'm all like lightened up and whatnot. How's it going, Matt? Jolly for jumping in, man. We got a lot of stuff here. How is it, Desert? Thank you for jumping in. A lot of stuff happening all the time, as you guys are aware. Today we're gonna be working on a few different things that I'm trying to get set up. Let's see if that works. Yeah, we can throw these on. That should be fine. There we go. Look better. Yo, 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 what's happening, Dakota? What's happening, Dakota? What's happening? You want a treat? Yeah, he wants a treat. We better get him on before he goes crazy. A lot of stuff going on over here in the game world. My goal last month was to get the game, all the levels completed, not finalized, but completed. And I was able to do that. So we actually can play the entire game now, all the way to the end. Doesn't have like an actual ending. I haven't built all that yet, but you can play all the way and get to where the ending would happen. This month, a lot of my priority is to finish up some of the narrative and some of the visual story stuff. So that's I'll be working on a lot offline and stuff like that, because that stuff's kind of boring to watch. Although sometimes when we stream, we'll probably be in here doing that. Today, though, we're going to be working on a few different things. I want to work on a little bit of some HUD stuff, which is like the UI. Maybe dress up our sprint stamina widget a little bit. Right now, it's just a bar. Maybe dress up our toss power widget. Yes. I don't really know how much we've showcased since last stream. The game looks completely different. I redesigned the entire logo. We redesigned the entire game. It's gone from, you know, like a horror game to more of a adventure horror game, I guess you could say, right? So we can look into that. I've created a speed run system. It's not complete yet, but it definitely has some functionality done. It keeps track of your current levels time and then adds that to the total time once you cross a checkpoint, and then displays that in the pause menu. And there'll also be like an end screen time indicator, right? When you finish the game, it'll pop up an end screen that people could screenshot and share on socials and stuff and see who can get the best time. So that's a pretty cool system that we added. I'm working on some of the other collectible achievements. We're going to have a few different kind of collectibles in the game. We have different golden idols. We will have of course, Professor's journal entries, which are collectible. You don't have to find those, but if you do find them, you get a little bit of story. Plus, you get achievement stuff. We also have... we're going to have... easiest way to say it, we're going to have cave drawings, but it's going to be more like phrases, like kind of like scribbled on the wall, and those are going to be all over the caves in like really hidden places if you find them all, kind of like Arthur's sketchbook with finding all the rock carvings, right? So we're going to have a system like that where they'll be like, if you find them all, you get an achievement, right? And they'll be all over the place. Well, not all over the place, but pretty much. So we're going to have that system, and also there's going to be like 3 Professor personal items that you can find. You can find 3 of his personal items that will be another collectible, like achievement. Like it'll be like, retrieved professor's personal heirlooms or something like that, right? There'll be 3 things like that. That's a lot of stuff coming in the full release. Oh yeah, the full game is going to be. I wanted to add a few little things that will get people to maybe play again, right? After you play through it, you're like, oh crap, it's going to tell you like, hey, you missed this, 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 and this. And be like, oh shit, I should go play again and try to find that stuff, right? That's what my goal is. It's, you know, the goal is to get people to play it more so the Steam time for my short little game racks up, right? So people don't play it for 20 minutes, although it's, if you play all the way through it first time, it's going to take you longer than 20 minutes. It'll probably take you pretty close to an hour, probably, unless you're pretty good at figuring out the puzzles. And you can get them done pretty quick. But some of them, you know, you got to kind of like trial and error and kind of like figure it out. And then we'll have the speedrun mode, which people will replay over and over again and then redo levels over and over again to try to figure out what the fastest times are, right? And then run a full speedrun through it to try to post their fastest time. That's what we're working on right now. I did also, like I did mention, that we are doing this month's priority is narrative and visual storytelling stuff. So I do want to work on some other widgets. I want to add, what would you call it? POI title screens, I guess you could say. So I want to name the 4 main levels, and then having, you know, when you enter that area, it kind of like puts the name of it on the screen, right? Just a little stuff like that, which will make the game feel more not just some dude in his bedroom making it, you know what I mean? Just a little more polished, right? Just little things like that. So we want to add that as well. And that should be pretty easy to add. It's just going to be a specific actor. Well, actually, I'll just make a trigger off that will make like POI trigger. We'll have to just put it in the game. So when you pass through it, it triggers a widget that plays, you know, that displays one of 5 images, right? And we'll make those images and stuff like that. So it'll like fade in and it'll be like the ruins, or, you know, when you finally get to Temple of Shadows, right? Because that's technically the spoiler alert. The Temple of Shadows is like an actual temple inside the cave. Dun dun dun. Yeah, all kinds of stuff in the game. All kinds of stuff for sure. I was working on fixing a little bit of bugs this morning. I had a couple of bugs I found. Not really bugs. Something happened to my light wheels here, and I must have changed how the light intensity works because it wasn't. They weren't lighting up. Last time we streamed, as you guys were aware, if you remember, we were turning all of this stuff into things you can pick up, which I've completed a few more things. Not much more though. I actually need to go through and make a list, and go through all the current meshes. That's what these objects are called, right? All of these meshes that we currently have already access to, that we could also turn into stuff that would be that you should be able to pick up. I'm not gonna make these you can pick up. That's pretty heavy, right? Or this box, right? Or these boxes, you know, stuff like this size, like that. Like if we go over to the graveyard, oh crap, this stuff isn't in the right thing. Hang on, give me a second. This needs to be. Let me turn on the temple, and this needs to be in that. There we go. Now if we turn off the temple level, that should turn off. There we go. Okay. Now I could make like this stuff so you can pick it up, right? Like these pieces, we can make those pieces so you can pick up. Maybe even that as well, and you can like throw that around. We need to change that. I need to fix some stuff in here as well. I need to put So here's the, see where the camera is right there? That's the camera view of the cutscene. The problem is, if you like walk, why is my camera so fast? There we go. If you walk like over here and then click on this, that camera will be able to see your light and whatever's in your hand just floating there, because technically that's what's happening, right? That's what's happening, right? Your stuff's just floating, attached to your person. Let's see what else we got. We got inside of the first temple room. Not sure what we're gonna call this. Maybe altar, the altar room, or something like that. This is the first puzzle inside of here. It's got a big hole in it because, you know, I don't have all levels loaded. That should be loading zone 2. Yeah. We have everything set up to load in and out, right? So when you're inside of here, only the stuff you can see is loaded in, right? Everything else unloads when you're outside this thing. Actually, I don't think it actually does, actually. If you're inside this, all of that stuff out here is technically still on. Out here, I'm pretty sure. Including the thing. I should make another loading zone, so once you get inside here, it just turns all that stuff outside off. Because once you're in here, you can't get out. Well, you can't see or get out that way. I could technically turn at least all the foliage. I can make it so the foliage isn't on when you're inside here. Possibly. See if I can figure it out. The hard thing is the streaming volumes are like squares, and I guess I got to put lots of squares to make them fit odd shapes if I want to do that, right? Because right now, if we scroll way out, you'll be able to see all the streaming entities. That's what I'll highlight them as well in a second. But let me get shaped like this. Okay, so this right here, there you go. You can see that. Yeah, that is the streaming level volume for the temple. So when you're inside of that square, all of this area is loaded in. And then when you leave that area and you go like into this area, then this cave loads in and all of the rest of that stuff unloads. Same thing with that tutorial area. This is the tutorial volume. When you're inside that volume, the only thing that is loaded in is just that area, right? But see how they're all, well, they're technically not square, but they could be rectangle. What I'd have to do is kind of make this one little smaller, and then add another one over here so that once you get into this one, it transitions and loads just what's inside the temple. Yeah, I might work on that. I'll have to see how performance runs when I'm actually playing some stuff. That's the biggest thing for all this stuff, is to make it so, you know, only the stuff that you can see is loaded in. And nanite helps out a lot too. We've talked about that a lot. Hey Missy, how's it going? Thanks for coming. Facebook's working. That's awesome. It was having an issue earlier. But we talked about nanite. And that's a new technology with Unreal 5, which makes all these large areas here mega scans. Render in only when they need to, if that makes sense. Like when you're standing right here, looking right here, since I can't see this down here, some of it, because technically at this angle it's behind that wall, it won't render in. Unreal's pretty smart at knowing that. That helps performance as well. The biggest thing that hurts the performance is shadows, lighting, and we have, you know, all of this foliage right here. I did go through, I don't know if I've done it in this area, but I did turn shadows off for all the ground foliage, because it's dark out and you're not going to be so close to this stuff. You're going to see there's a shadow underneath it. But when shadows are on, it has to calculate shadows for all of these plants. And that, I think, was causing some lag. So I turned off shadows for all the ground foliage and just left shadows on for the trees because that's what, would cause some shadow to see. Yeah. Yep. Pretty exciting. So today, let's turn off this stuff, though. I don't really want that on. It's just a lot of stuff. There we go. We don't even need... let's turn this one off. Turn off temple as well. There we go. I like turning everything off every once in a while, just so we can see stuff we've missed that should be off. This technically won't be here. It's just I was using it for testing stuff, right? But this right here should be in. Let's get that. This is some bugs. We have to click on it, and then we need to turn on the level we want it to be in, and then we can right click and move it to there. And then when we turn it off, it'll be gone now. It's part of that level now. Shit, I went too fast and just broke the game. It'll definitely add more playtime, the different modes with the demo. It's hard because it stops on me because I'm too slow. Yeah, that was a... that was a weird thing that I added. Maybe I should have made it so after that screen popped up, you can hit like continue and still walk around. I wanted to give everyone some sort of like an end thing as well. Why did Unreal freeze on me from switching these levels in and out, and now the whole system's frozen? Fantastic. There it goes. It's on still. Turn off. There we go. All right, it's off. This stuff, I'm just going to delete this real quick. This was a placeholder that I had. I'm not going to have a dead body over here anymore. There was going to be a dead body of the professor's, like, friend. But there's not going to be any... I don't think there's going to be any killing in this game, at least for now. There's no, like, horror killing entity. It's more like a freaking weird psychological thing, if you get me, right? So the only thing we should have on now in this area is just the spawn points. That's what these are, spawn points. What's that right there? Oh, that's a... What is that? That's a trigger checkpoint. That shouldn't be in... Yeah, that shouldn't be in here anyway. Let's, hang on. Let's change music out. This music's a little crazy for right now. Where's my playlist? Yeah, let's play this. There we go. More chill. All right, this should be technically in this level as well. Let's just do a little bit of cleanup real quick, just so everything gets like that. Sometimes I mess up and I'm going quick and I add stuff, and when you add stuff, it adds it to whatever level you currently are selected. And sometimes it's not good and bad. Let's go ahead and hit play. I'm pretty sure I'm sharing screen, so that should show up. There we go. Few things I've done and added. Actually, there's one bug that we need to fix. I shouldn't have a flashlight right now. But your light sources now have lifespan. Your light sources now have lifespan. So you can't tell because we're just standing here like this, but this flashlight is slowly getting dimmer. And now the flashlight does have like a 10-minute lifespan. And if you turn the flashlight off, it stops using the batteries. You can turn it back on and start using the batteries from where it was at. Or you could go up here Actually, I don't think there is one in here. I need to add some torches to this area. Yeah, let's go ahead and reset our save point, like maybe here. So here's the new loading screen as well. Let me get myself out of the way. Don't I have a button that's turn off my camera? Maybe I just have to hit that. There we go. There's the new loading screen. That's the new logo. The new kind of background. It's a map. Technically down below it, there's 3 items are kind of important. I've learned how to do widget animations as well. So the loading screen looks like it has some life to it, right? Just doesn't change color like it was. It actually has some life to it. I haven't redone the options screens yet. This is going to be a whole screen with like all kinds of settings, controls. It'll have a speed run tab which you can go into and see all your times. It's going to be huge. I gotta build that whole thing. I'll probably start working on that at some point this month. But you can see what your speed run is right now. Right there on the pause menu. So right now I've been in this area for just 1 second. Is that what that says? Let's see. Load save. Oh, it's all messed up because I switched. I used my debug buttons to switch areas, so it's all freaking out. The speedrun thing is. But if I started a new game right now, it would like reset that stuff and it would start running. I mean, I'll show you guys that pretty soon. But I wanted to go here because I wanted to. Shit, there's none here either. So there's no flashlight here anymore. Because there's gonna be no flashlight in this whole area. But as I said, I did make it so you can pick all this stuff up. You can't tell though. Anything that you can pick up that is useless, meaning you can just move it around for no particular reason, you won't know unless you know. There's gonna be no indicator on the crosshairs. You can just pick it up if you want, and then drop it down. Right? You can pick it up. You can stack them. You can stack it then to actually figure out how to jump up here, and then hike up here and get up here, right? And then try to jump over the wall. I just did this the other day. I'm gonna have to put some like barriers down this wall so you can't get up there. But people will be able to do that. They'll be able to like use stuff to like stack it up and get other weird places, right? Because you might be able. Can I pick this up from here? Maybe. Is it too far away? I think it's too far away. If I pick this up, I won't be able to jump right now, so I can't get this up there. But I might be able to hold it and kind of toss it up there. Almost. All right, let's try to do this. This is what everyone's gonna do, right? So now you can like toss it up there. That might work. That might work. Let's see if we can get up there now. And then can I pick this up? Yeah, and then, dang it, I can't put it on here. Oh, we got it. And then step on that. And then jump over? Nope, I can't get up there. But that just gives people things to do that don't mean anything except wasting time, right? That's exactly why that functions in there. Just to waste time. The bird scared you? Yeah, new loading screen looks really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. We had to work on a lot of stuff. We also have, that for we haven't fully fixed everything. But if we go in here, we go main menu. Right, we have this screen. I need to fix, that card over there is not going to say wish list, right? Because when this comes out, I guess we could. No, if you're playing this, you own the game, right? Because this is the full game. So when you're playing this, you own the game. It shouldn't say wish list. It's gonna say some other call out, and I'm gonna make it so I can like update that throughout time as well, which would be really cool. So that it'll be a call out to something else that'll like highlight some stuff or something like that. I don't know if I can make an API that connects the internet. And if you have internet connection, maybe it'll show something like fastest speedrun time or something that we've saved somewhere on the internet that it links to or something, right? That I could keep updated or something. I don't know. Or it'll just be a call out, you know, that says like, you know, help fund chapter 2. Check out the, you know, different places like that and the stuff. So of course we go new game. This is, you know, getting changed. This is going to be a video. And then, so here's what I wanted to show you though. So now it says I should look for a light source, right? There's going to be audio here as well. And you used to come over here and you'd see it, right? Not there anymore. Well, that's weird. Where's it at? It's literally every single torch in the game that's on the wall, right? You just pick the torches off, just like that. Just like that. You pick off the torch off the wall. I wonder if we can make it so after that gets picked, it doesn't give you the indicator there anymore. That might be something we can work on today. I'm gonna get sidetracked, like always, right? Gonna get sidetracked, like always. Bet you guys aware now we have the toss. We were working on that last time, right? We were working on that last time. You can toss rocks. Did I just toss the rock through here? I did. You can't. I can't walk this through here. Oh, did I not add that? Oh, I didn't. That's in the demo. I need to put that in here. I need to put the, what's it called? The disintegration thing, because I'm pretty sure that that rock is the only rock that is not needed to move on from any puzzle. So that rock you can kind of take with you through the tutorial, and it breaks some stuff. So in the demo, there's a barrier at this fence that breaks that rock, and I added that to the demo after T-Mad tried to cheat. And I don't care if people try to get creative like that, but I was watching him do it, and then he got to this area with an extra rock, and it caused the puzzle to get kind of more complicated because he didn't know quite what to do now, because this puzzle's set up to like kind of like have you do it in steps that gives you all the pieces that come together. But when you have an extra piece, it causes some weird situations, right? Some weird situations for sure. Yeah. Okay. This pet rock. Yeah, you could take it. We could have an achievement for that, right? Can you get the rock all the way to the end, right? That would be an achievement, right? Like you got to like bring that rock with you. Maybe I will leave it like that. That's pretty funny. There's just some trigger all the way at the end. And if you set the rock somewhere, it gives you some special award. That rock right there, you know, it has to be that rock. Like you had to bring it with you through all the puzzles, and then get the door open, and then go get your rock and bring it with you the whole way, right? It's gonna cause some issues. You have to like, it's gonna be a lot of work because you can't, because I made it so you can't pick up stuff with the rock in your hand, right? So you'd have to like go put the rock somewhere, do all the puzzle, go back and get the rock, right? That's a good idea though. It'd be a pet rock achievement, right? It'd be the pet rock achievement. It's a good idea. I like it. I like that idea. Technically, for me to build that system, we could do it in 5 minutes right now. It literally, we would have to figure out where we want the rock to have to be brought to, and then just build a trigger volume at that point, and inside there just code it that whenever something crosses its volume, check what it is, and if it is this rock, then cha-cha-ching. There you go. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Make it available if you beat the game once, then it let you try these challenges. Yeah, I'm gonna build a new game plus. So when you beat the game, you'll be able to respawn at any checkpoint. So you could like go back and collect different things, right? On your save and stuff like that. So I do need to I may actually let's see, because if I go here, if I go to my save stuff, if we go to save data, this widget right here, no, this has all of that stuff. That's not what it is. It's this right here saves up here at the very top of the game instance. Right here, we check to see if main slot is loaded, and then we create it. And then as we go through, we update it, right? And we update it here when you have the torch, have the flashlight, which I need to fix something right there. A whole bunch of other save. When you're doing the settings menu, it saves it all in the main slot. I don't know if I want, I'll probably just leave it. I was thinking like break these up so there's multiple save files, right? There's like gameplay file, settings file, but I have to go through here and mess with all this stuff and break it all. But here we have the idle right here. Here's the idle. When you pick up an idle, it saves it to the game slot. I need to do some more stuff after this though, and make it so after it does that, it checks to see if you have all three now, right? There's 3 of them. If you have all 3, then it's going to do an achievement thing, which I need to get back into that and get that stuff working, because I messed with it a little bit when I was building the demo and kind of got it to work, but not fully. And I really need to make sure I can do that, because that's a huge thing I want to make sure is added is Steam achievement. Kings, how's it going, man? They were jumping in. There's a simple speedrun timer. Well, this is just a save part that once you go through one of those checkpoints, it saves. It updates your current time with that. Let's go ahead and run that, and I'll show you guys how it works. We're gonna have to go main menu. We'll go to new game. Actually, I could have just went from there. We just went new game, so it did reset. It has been for long. But as we're playing now, as you guys can see, if we hit pause, both of these are going to be exactly the same time, because our current area is our total time, because we just started, right? But currently we've been playing for 9 seconds, 9.07 seconds. If we hit continue, let me get a light real quick, just so we can see. And we'll move this out. We'll move this out of the way. So now we go through this checkpoint. Now if we hit pause, you can see the total time is 28 seconds. So currently our total speedrun time is 28.53 seconds. The current area is 1.93. That means it took us about 27 seconds to go through the last thing. Like if I hit load save, it's gonna reload me technically a foot behind me, right? And then if I hit pause, you can see now, see how it remembered what my time was at that checkpoint, and now it's calculated a new current time, right? So we could run through this real quick and we can be like, I think I need to do this. Oh man, and then do that. And then if I run over here and get ready to run through, that was about 13 seconds. Okay, let's try to go faster than that. Let's go. Oh man, see, this thing actually has a good pivot part on it right there already. And then we run over here and we wait for a second like this. That was 12 seconds, a little faster, right? If we went through that right now, we would have saved ourselves a second. Let's try one more time. I think this section right here, if we just grab this and go like this and do that, there we go. And then we go over here and we get ready to go through 9 seconds. See? Yeah, that's the fastest right there. So now we know that we just clocked 9 seconds in that area, right? We didn't rotate the block or nothing. We figured out that if you pick up that block and just turn just right, it's already set up perfect. So that's what we're kind of doing. I don't know. Susie, thank you for jumping on, man. Thanks for that Prime sub. Much appreciated. Thanks for helping support the channel, support the game, support all of our activities over here. Super awesome, man. I don't know if I want to inside the settings menu or inside the options, right? There's gonna be lots of stuff inside the options, inside the speedrun tab. I don't know if I want to have a breakdown of all the areas, and what your if I want to save your best time, if that makes sense. I might save your best time, but I won't make it so if once you go through the checkpoint, it's gonna like update everything, right? I was thinking how hard it would be to make it so you could like go back to an area and redo that area over and over again. And if you got a better one, it would like recalculate your total time. That's not really a speed run, right? I want the speed run total time. The only way you can do that is kind of what I'm doing right now, right? To kind of like check your time and whatnot. I may add one thing I can do. Maybe I'll add that in the new one. Once you beat the full game, I'll give you a few options, right? You can go back and rerun areas, right? You can go back and load into any area you want. Maybe I'll make it so maybe I'll make it so that when you reload an area, maybe there's a place where you could see, at least see what your times are, so that you can visually check to see if you're doing any better, right? It's not going to update it for you, but you can be like, oh crap, that was, that run through that level was 3.4 seconds faster than normal. So now I know what I need to do when I do a speed run, right? Something like that. I don't know if I should make like a speedrun mode. Should we make it so speedrun mode only shows up after New Game Plus? Like after you beat the game, then you can, like on the main screen, you can click on speedrun and it will turn on the speedrun stuff and whatnot. I don't know. I don't like to, I think giving players the option to do whatever the fuck they want, as long as it's not super intrusive on the gameplay, right? So I think just having it always running, and having it in that, having it there in the loading screen, right? And I'm gonna probably adjust this a little bit so it looks a little different. Add some borders to it or something. You know, this isn't final. But making this so it's always there, so people can see that, right? Yeah. Sweet. Thank you so much, High Rise. I appreciate it. Yeah. Send me all the bots. I love it. I love it so much. I don't know how much more I could put. Like I said, I could put another. One thing I could do. Is add one more line here that's like previous area. Because the previous area, I could save what your fastest time through each level is. And then when you go through one, it can kind of tell you if you were a little faster or slower than your fastest time. Something like that, right? And then if it's, oh, see, now I want to do it. Now I want to. So I love the new title, very Indiana Jones looking. Shh, I know it's very, very Indiana Jones looking. It's very driven off of Indiana Jones, but there are some very distinct changes to it. One, the color. Two, the font isn't quite. It's not a mirror to Indiana Jones. There is some differences to the font. Very subtle, though, but there are some differences. And I definitely left it 2 layers, so it definitely isn't like Temple of Shadows, right? Because that would be very Indiana Jonesy, right? So I left it 2 layers. And I really like the little compass thing I put in it as well to kind of add a little bit of a element over there on the edge, right? Yeah, we'll quit talking about the speedrun. I think I know what I want to do. I do want to make it a little complicated. Well, not complicated, but feature rich. And it will be, yeah. It'll be difficult. So, okay, what we're going to do is after New Game Plus, so while you're going through the game the first time, you'll see what I show you there, right? It'll show you what your current area time is, and you can, before you cross into the next one, if you know where the loading zones are, which I do, so that's one reason why I can do what I'm doing. You could reload level and like try to figure out a quicker time real quick, right? And it'll show you your current time is. And each time you cross a level, I will need to save what your current total time is in a table. So there's going to be a table of all kinds of total times. So that when you get to New Game Plus, if you say, hey, I think I can do level 5 better. But if you load into level 5, you can't just do level 5 and then load somewhere else. You have to do level 5 and then start at level 5 and go all the way through the rest of it, right? And try to better your score, right? So that's how it kind of works. So I would just have to I'd have to save data of what all of your current up to times are, right? So your current up to level 8 time, things like that. That would work, right? I think so. I think so. I think so. Is the map on the background a map of the game itself? No, it's just a map. It's just a map. Maybe I can get someone to draw a map of the game itself. That's a good idea, Dannerly. It's just a generic map that I found and kind of did, but that's a really good idea to get someone to draw a map of the game. I would be terrible at that, but that's a really good idea. I mean, the area would be like, you know, mountains and kind of like caves, right? I mean, maybe I can just take a screenshot of this and then use it in Photoshop and like kind of brush in stuff, you know? It's a really good idea. I'll have to figure out if I can do that. That should be easy to swap out. I have everything set up in layers and whatnot, so it's pretty easily popped in and out, you know, for sure. That'd be a really good idea. It's currently not, though. So one thing I wanted to work on today is that right there. See how it just pops in and then pops out? Well, I said that right there. The sprint stamina. I want to make that kind of fade in. I learned how to, that's just going to be an animation. So let's go to that widget. It's good sprint widget right here. We got to build an animation for this. There it is right there. It's going to build an animation. It's going to be fade. Let's just call it, let's call it widget fit, I guess. There we go. And we're going to open this up. We're going to add a track. Is it amount? Yeah, it's got to be amount, right? That's what this is. And we should have opacity over here. Like it's full opacity, probably. Let's zoom in a little bit because this is, can't see nothing. There we go. That's our sprint widget. It's currently at 50%. That's just where it sits inside here. This is the background image stuff. I want the whole thing's alpha. Maybe it doesn't have. Maybe it doesn't have the ability to fade the whole thing in and out with opacity. We have background image, and this has opacity, but this is just that part of it, right? See, that's that right there, like the whole background of it. And I think I had it at like 0.25, right? Yeah. Might even remove that a little bit. Knock it down a little bit. Okay, where's our fill color? I mean, it's blue. It should be here somewhere, right? Should be able to see it. In appearance, there it is. All right, this is at 0.5. What if we put this at 0? Does that make the whole thing go? No, see, that's just that. Dang it. So we need to fade both of these things in independently, which that sounds annoying. That sounds annoying. Fill appearance. That's where we're at. Fill and opacity. Is this all we can do here? Because this is going to be under style. Can we not change that stuff inside of here? This is at 0.5. I just learned how to do all this kind of stuff. Oh, right here. Bar fill style. Maybe. Let's see what's available in there. Mask scale. Oh, that's not fucking nothing at all. That's nothing at all. So I only have access to all these. I can't make that fade in and out as well to make this whole thing fade in and out. Maybe I won't do this right now. Oh, render opacity. Maybe that will do it. Where's that at over here? That's got to be somewhere over there. Render opacity. Rendering opacity. There we go. That's what we're looking for. One, right. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now he's going to make a timeline. We only want it to be like what do you say? 0.25 seconds probably, right? We wanted to start at 0 though. And then at 0.25 seconds, we're going to add another pivot point, and that's going to be 1.0. Like that. And that's just our little fade in. Shouldn't be too bad. Where is this being called? It is being called in this first person character probably. Probably have sprint. It's probably getting created right here somewhere. Yeah, sprint bar right there. And then our sprint. This right here is the sprint function. It is quite complicated. And it's integrated with the jump function. As you can see, it's got a link to there. Because when you jump, it takes some of your sprint, your stamina, right? Because technically that's like stamina, right? What we need to do is we need to look through the sprint here and add to viewport right here, where it's add to viewport. We need to clean this up a little bit, probably. Play animation forward. Of course, this is massive. And it's going to be, what do we call it? Fade? Oh, did I not compile? Oh, actually, just what do I got to do? Sprint. Fade. I need to make this. I already compiled it. Isn't there something I got to do? I can't remember now. I might have to go look at my other stuff. Games are so complicated. Happy Tuesday. Menace, what's going on, man? Thanks for jumping in. Designer. Widget fade. Save all this. There's something I gotta do over here. Why is that not showing up here? There's nothing in this little drop down. All right, let's go look at Tracy. How's it going? They were jumping in. Let's go look at our escape menu. We have some widgets over here. See, all of these are getting played, I think, in here. Yeah. Oh, see, the animation is... I gotta drag it over there. Yeah. Can I get that? Get fade. Get fade widget. There we go. And that's got to be like that. There we go. There we go. So I just tell the sprint bar to get one of its components, which is that fade widget, right? This is going to be kind of look like crap right now, as well, as far as our coding goes, because I don't want to move this. I'm going to go back and fix all that. We need to find, oh, there's another one down here. See, I got to stick it in here as well. I got to stick it in there. Too many. Ridiculous. Technically, I can make it so it adds it to viewport when it's always just added the viewport, to be honest with you. It might actually clean it up a little bit. Let's actually do that. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's go up to our event begin play. We're right here. We create our widget. Let's just add it to viewport right here. So all this stuff is in RDR2 NDRB. Example, if you are sprinting XYZ, or if you are crafting, then XYZ. What do you mean? Mean like what we're coding right now? Yeah, I mean, games are super complicated. There's always a million things being checked and referenced and stuff, right? Coding, yeah. I mean, technically, Red Dead Redemption 2 is built on Rockstar Rage Engine, right? Oh no, sorry, I would say Rockstar Rage Engine because the R in Rage is Rockstar, but and it's all coded in C++. I'm pretty sure it's C++. Yeah, I've seen some of the code. It's definitely C++. So it doesn't look like this, right? It's not visual scripting. It's C++ scripting. But yeah, just like that, you know. Yeah, like... Am I sharing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, here's part of the camping script for DRB. This is what I've been working on right now because we're trying to do some upgrades to it. This is what I've written. I've written this. This is just the script that makes your guys' camp show up. Hang on, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. There's a lot more coding in DRB because I have to like create all the functions themselves, right? They're not done. We're only halfway done. This is just one. This is just the client side. This is everything that happens on your computer just for the camping script. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We're not quite done yet. We're almost there. Don't worry, we're almost there. Hang on, hang on. It's almost there. Yeah, I've written all this. This is just the camping script. And that's just what happens on your computer. There's a whole other file that's that big that everything that happens on the server side for the camping script. Yeah, there's some scripts and stuff that is massive, right? Massive. So when people ask, you know, if we can get this and this and this, I'm like, I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to write all that, right? Because it's a lot of stuff. Because with that stuff, you know, we have to write a lot of the stuff that, you know, add to viewport. Instead of just grabbing this node, which is code in Unreal Engine, in DRB, I have to like write a whole bunch of JavaScript code that shows a UI on your screen, right? So that takes up a whole bunch of space. When in here, I can just use this node. And because this node here has a whole bunch of logic that's saved in the engine, right? It's like 20 pages. Yeah, and that's just one script, man. There's thousands of those for everything. You don't want to see what the inventory script looks like. Okay. Let's get back to business. Yeah. No, and the crazy thing is to think 4 years ago, I had no idea how to do any of that. It took a lot of time just doing stuff and practicing. But we got some pretty cool stuff happening for the camping stuff later this summer. I've been working on it slowly. At least every Friday I jump in and I've been making lots of changes to it. And we're cleaning it up, making it work a lot better, making it cleaner, making it nicer, making it so there's a lot less restrictions on it. It's going to be pretty awesome. And you guys will be happy. It's going to take me a while though, because I have to like rewrite a lot of that I just showed you to make it all work correctly with the new type of system. So we're just going to add that to viewport here. We're going to make this default. What was that called? Render opacity. Yeah, we're going to make this default 0. So it's just off when we add it to our viewport. And then when we want to call it, instead of adding it to our viewport, which is already there, we're just going to play that animation. Just like that. So this should work. Let's go ahead and try. It's not going to fully work. But when I start running now, yeah, it's not going to go. Is it going to go away? It'll go away. But now it doesn't come back because I totally killed it. So now that's working. Let's clean this up a little bit. Because we need to add this down here. We're going to take that out. Jiminy Christmas, dude. Oh shit, this isn't going to work now. Oh, never mind. That's a variable. Okay, that's fine then. Yep. But we need to grab this, and this, copy it, paste it. This needs to go down here now. My computer is running like utter trash. This needs to go into there. Crap, dude. I'm gonna have to go through and fix all this and clean it up a little bit. Give myself some space. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave it like this. So that should play it as well. Now we need to find where it says remove from parent. That right there. We don't want that to happen anymore. So I got to find where that is for all of this. We're going to delete that. We don't want to remove. Oh shit. Let me make sure that where that was at. That was in true. We don't want to remove from parent. We want to get fade animation, and then that we're going to play animation in reverse, which means it'll just play it in reverse and make it go, it'll fade out, right? So that should do that, like that. Now I'm looking to see if there's any more. I don't think there's, I think that's the only place where we remove that widget. The only time I remove that widget is when it finishes filling back up. And that's what this node does here. When this timeline, which constantly is going up and down based on if you're jumping or if you're stopped, it goes up quicker, it sets new time, all kinds of shit. But when it finishes, it means it fully loaded again. It'll run through here and set that like that. So let's pull this out a little bit. This one we can clean up a little bit. Like that. Okay, so now it should do what we want it to do. Or there's an error. Let's hit compile and see what we broke. What's wrong? Why is this broken? What is happening? That's broken as well. Oh. This needs to go in there as well. Here, it's got to be like that. There we go. I knew that. Did we do that over here on this one right here? Yeah, that one's good. This one needs that into there. It needs to know what widget to go talk to it. And then what the animation is. And save. Man, my computer's running like crap. Good news, though. I've been slowly getting new computer parts together, and I finally think I have everything to build a new PC that's really... it's actually focused on compute stuff and CPU stuff. So nodes are a lot better than 20 pages of writing C++. I don't know, though. I mean, it's pretty easy to write C++ and keep it pretty organized. Sometimes this gets pretty, you got to really be careful with all these stuff, you know? It does get pretty messed up. I could clean this up a lot. Like this whole section right here, like all of that, I could turn this into a macro, and then it would just be one node, in and out, and all of this would be somewhere else. I'll probably do that at some point, clean all this stuff up, you know, stuff that I use a lot, because then it would just be one node. Here, I'll do it real quick for this, right? We'll highlight that. We'll right click on this. We will collapse to macro. It's going to create a macro for us. See that? New macro. If we click on this now, you can see in the macro is an input and an output with just this stuff right here, right? Input and output, right? I should be able to go to macro over here, though, and now rename it. Rename. It's going to be called sprint fade. Actually, this is going to be called sprint fade out because this is reverse, right? Just like that. And now we go back to this graph. See, it's just called sprint fade out. And now if we ever need to do that again, at some point, somewhere else, we can just add that macro to it, right? We'll do the same thing for this as well. Actually, we'll clean it up a lot. So we'll make another macro here. We'll right click on this and we'll collapse to macro. It'll make it a nice little tiny fucking thing. I should do this a lot for a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. This one's going to be called sprint. This is kind of what I do in the other stuff, right? What I'm technically doing. Do I still have that open? I'll show you guys though, right? In here, what I'm doing right now is actually making this right here, this little function. See how this function right here is called function camp prompt, and it does all this right there. Now, anywhere else in this script, I can call just camp prompt, and it will do all this function. That's kind of what we're doing right now over here as well. So we got the new macro there. We're going to call this one sprint fade in, like that. I should say sprint fade in. Now we can come down here and we can delete all of this. And we can drag this in here like this and use the same thing. Sprint fade in, just like that. See, now it's much cleaner down there, right? Much cleaner. Much cleaner. See, we could do a bunch of stuff like that as well. Like this, like all these compilations here, this computing, we can make that a macro real quick, just so it cleans it up a lot. Or all of this check right here, right? What is this even doing? This is just seeing if sprint is, if you're able to do sprint. What this is doing is it's first it's seeing, are you moving, right? Are you not standing still? That's what this is doing. It's checking your velocity. Then it's asking, are you crouched or are you holding a big block? If all of this is true, then it allows you to start to sprint. That's what this whole function is doing, is checking all of those things, and all of them have to be true. That's why the knots are in here, right? You're not crouched, you're not holding, and you're moving. If all of that's true, then it allows you to start crouching. So I could grab all of this and turn that into like a little macro. And I think actually I would want to make that a function. Let's do that real quick. This is for, I actually just learned this. This we don't want to make a macro, because a macro has to have, as you saw, a macro has to have an in and an out. It's an executable. We don't want this to be an executable because it just goes into the condition. So we want to turn this into a function. So we're going to collapse this to a function like that. And then we go over to here and make it pure. And that'll make it so we don't have to actually plug it into anything. See, bam, now it's just a function. And we're going to call this function can sprint. There, see, can sprint. Now if we click on this, we can open it and we can see that all the stuff that we had in there is now over in this little function, right? Just like that. And now if we go back to our event graph, it's right there, can sprint. Now, if we ever need this ever again, if we, at any other point, at any point in the game, if we ever need to know if we can sprint right now, we can just use this function now, right? And it checks all of that stuff to see if we can sprint. So that helps clean it up a lot. I do need to clean up this a little bit. No, this is working okay. This is stop sprint. Yeah. But that cleans it up a little bit too, like that, right? There's a few different things I should do. Like technically, this is just a momentum one. Things like that, you know. We have another check down here. We could make that one as well. This would be a pure function with an in and an out, I think. Yeah, but anything like that you want. Technically, I probably should do that for some of the stuff down here, like this. See how all this stuff is like duplicated? Really, all this stuff, all I really need to do is make a function for these and just have it input what this is, and then it knows what you need to change. Because technically, I don't think you need to change this gear stuff. Well, actually, you do. But we can make a whole function, so you just have to call equip, and it would, and you tell it what you're trying to equip, and then it would do all this stuff that it needs to do in one function, right? Instead of having to duplicate it all like that. Yeah, same thing with like this visibility stuff like that. Like that's all, you know, all of that. Look at, see all of that is almost exactly the same. We could turn that all into a function. And technically this would just be true, because all that's true, and this would be false. So it would just be a function with indicator true or false in it, and you'd know what to do. You could clean it up a lot. But some point we'll do that. I kind of that was some good ones that we did here, though. I mean, definitely clean it up a lot for sure. Definitely clean it up a lot. Nice. Okay, well, let's test it and see if it works. That's the main point. That's the main point, right? Let's test it and see if it works. And then we can adjust the animation. So we're running, it kind of, and then we stop and it's gonna fade out. See how now it fades out? We may make it a little longer, but now it doesn't like just disappear. Kind of fades in and out, right? Run around here, goes all the way down, and then it starts to go up. And if I stop moving, it makes it so it increases quicker, and then fades out. Nice. I want to do the same thing. Here, let me jump back in there. I want to do the same thing with this. So as you guys know, we have the I can drop it, right? My computer's running like crap. I can drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up. But if I hold it, then it gets that going, right? I want to work on that a little bit. I want to clean up that that UI right there and make it kind of like more fade in. Yeah, look at, man, my frames are dying right now. Oh my God, dude. It's like it was like $1 Million Man freaking throwing the rock, right? Why is music not working right now? Oh, because I tried to turn it up right when it was changing the songs. Oh shit, Skag's live right now playing Pow World. We should throw that on the monitor back here. There we go. I know he played Pow World. All right, so we kind of want to do the same thing, like I said, for the toss. Let me open the toss widget and see if technically I think that's just inside the main HUD. Yeah, it's right there. The functionality for it is right here, right? Holding HUD, yeah. No. Is there a progress here? Now we must not do it in here. We must do it on the first person character probably. It's gonna be down here in our event tick. No, it's gonna be pickup. This is everything that happens. All of this is what happens when you push the pickup button. Or when you push the interact button. It literally is a lot of stuff, right? Depending on what you are trying to pick up. Is there a timer? Here it is right here. This is the toss vector right here. So this sets percentage. There it is right there. Where does it? Right here, set visibility. Okay, so this is what we want to do. Instead of set visibility, we want to do opacity. It's kind of like the same thing we did on the last thing. So that set visibility right there. We just want to create an animation. Create an animation for this thing right here. And why does it look so weird? Because it's so small. Yeah, see how it's like kind of messed up right there? It's weird. I wonder if they're always like that. Is the other one like that? The sprint one? No, it looks like perfect. Perfectly lined up. Why is this one messed up? Stevie, what's going on, man? You guys, do you guys think this is a good place for this type of a UI? We could also make it right here, right? So it's like across there. I thought going up right there was a really good spot. I thought that was kind of like the best spot. It was kind of minimal as well, right? Wonder why this is weirdly off center, right? Is there a way to make the fill different size? Top to bottom. Bottom to top. Top to bottom. I don't know why it's just weirdly larger, right? Like it's not highlighting or it's not lined up. I don't know if it's because it's so small. Let's make it bigger just to see. No, see, it's like, why is this not lined up? Bar goes up to throw strength. It looks good. Yeah, it's the throw strength. Yeah. And it's right at your, widget here. So we definitely want bottom to top. I just don't know why it's like that. See? It's like it's weirdly getting like cut off or something. Why is it like that? Here, I'm gonna pull out another progress bar real quick. See how this one's perfectly lined up? See that? Why is this one fucked up? I think I know why. I think it's because I did this, possibly, to make it like that. I know. Let's go back to this. Let's reset. Let's reset its size. It still sticks out. Let's click on this one. Go bottom to top. Oh, see, when you go bottom to top, it freaks it out. And then if I go left or right, can I rotate this? Bottom to top just fucks it up. Damn. See, these ones mess it up. On this, right? Yeah. This is kind of cool though, something like that. Let's get rid of that though, because this is going to be our new thing. Let's just put this back to, what did I say? Fill from center. Horizontal. that. How big is that? This is 33, 33. This needs to be 33. And like 4. And then this is negative 16.29. Negative 16.29. All right, let's see what that looks like real quick. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so we got this. So, yeah, see now it does that. That looks pretty good as well, right? For some reason, the bottom to top just doesn't work right. My torch is going out. All right. Do you have a different color? I always forget where the damn color is. There's so much freaking stuff in here. Style, progress, padding, appearance. I was right here. We want it to match the yellow there. That might look like it. And I guess we can give it a shot. If we make it the same color as that. See what that looks like. Yeah, I can barely even see it now, huh? Definitely don't like that color. It looks like it's, when it fills up, it's off too, but it's gotta be it's freaking perfect. I use the damn things. Let's make an animation, I guess. This is called toss bar. Fade. 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 All right, we're gonna add a track. This is gonna be part of this. Add a track, toss bar, and we're doing render opacity. We're gonna start at 0. Technically, we want this one to be like, I was going to use this instead of, because right now I have it so when you're holding the button, it stays flat for like a little bit of time just to make sure you are holding it, and then starts to give you toss stuff. That way you can, because I used to have it so it would always, it was like a straight linear holding versus toss velocity. But that'd make it even like just pushing the button to drop it. It would give you a little bit of a velocity and move the block a little bit, which made it mess up some of your alignments. So now there's like it goes, when you're holding it, it's like flat for a little while and then it kicks off. That's why it has a split second to pop in. But I think I can make it look a little better with an animation doing that as well. So that's just gonna be 1.0, like that. So then we're like, bloop, bloop, and we can go like here and we can play it now. Yeah, see how it just fades in. I think I want to make this less as well. There we go. That white right there is just too much, I think. So if we have an animation that fades it in, I don't really want this to fade out, to be honest. I'd rather it just completely turn off. So I think I can do that though with animation. Make another one. This is going to be toss bar. We're just going to call it out. This is also going to be on the toss bar. We're going to add a render opacity, and it literally is just going to be 0, like that. So when we do fade, it's going to fade it in, and then when we call this, it's literally just going to turn it off. That way we can keep it active in our viewport and just fade it in and out. Kind of like we did with the sprint one, right? Because we don't want this to fade out, because when you let go of that, I just want to turn it off. But I don't want to take it away from the viewport, because I got to re-add it later on. So it's always going to be in your viewport. It's just kind of faded out. Let's compile that. If we go back to our first person character now, the set visibility, we don't want to do that now. So we're going to get rid of that. We're actually going to do play animation. Oh crap, I gotta like pull off of this. Play animation. Main HUD, target, toss bar. Why is this not giving me what I want? We should also be able to get fade. Man, this stuff isn't like to give me anything I'm looking for right now, which is always a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's right here. That's on the sprint. Right here. Get toss. Toss bar fade. It's not toss bar fade though, right? Get toss bar out. Is that not toss bar? Why is this? Ah, because we don't want toss bar. That's why. We just want main HUD. That's right. Actually, we do need we do need that for that. This should go in there. There we go. Because this is the actual bar. This is the animation. And they're all inside of main HUD. So off of this, we're going to play animation. Forward, which, why is it not showing? Too many Christmas, dude. Can I do it off of this? Play animation forward. Give me what I want. Ridiculous. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. This goes shit. Where was this plugged in at? Does anybody know? I think it was in stop. Should be in stop. Josh, what's going on, man? Thanks for jumping in. So now we also need to do the same thing right here. Oh man, that's what? Huh? What? What? That's not gonna work. I don't need this at all anymore because we're gonna fade in. So get rid of that. We're gonna put this actually right here. This is gonna be there. This is gonna be there. We can get rid of all of this stuff. This goes there, and then we need to get this animation as well, which is get, toss, fade. God damn it! Too much shit right here. I can't grab what I want. It's getting to be a disaster. There, that should work. If it loads. See, now I have a flashlight right now. I know there's a bug in the game. All right, so if we hold this down, it should fade in, and it doesn't at all. All right. Oh, I know why. Because we originally were doing visibility, so this is set to be off. So we're gonna make this visible because we set the opacity of it, the render opacity, to start at 0. Okay, so now it should work. Doing good. I see this is still going great and fixing the bugs too. Oh yeah, everything's going fantastic, man. All right, now we should get that little bar fade in. Yep, there it goes. It fades in, then we got it, and then we let go. It should immediately go away. Yep, and then we can go pick this back up. We can do this, fade in, and then after it fades in, it loads up. It's pretty close to being accurate, right? It fades in, and then once it fades in, then it starts filling up, right? I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. We can play catch. Watch. Uh-oh. That's not good. Huh. Okay, there's a bug. Why did that happen? It's when I let go before it's full, right? So if it fills all the way up, then I let go. Nope, now it's not working. All right, something's not working right. Well, we got a bug somewhere. We got to figure it out. Trying to do a whole bunch of stuff here to see if I can figure out. See, it's not going away. I should always fade out. When we release the button, first thing it does is fade out. You should play that fade out. Dang, why is this not working? Is there somewhere else in here that's doing some visibility stuff with that HUD? No. Damn. After all that we just did, why is it not working? This is the only place this stuff's happening, so when we hit release, it should play this fade out, no matter what. And that's not a Boolean visibility. Anytime we call that fade out, it should just... See, why is it on our screen right now? Damn. This shit is broke. Way fucking broke. Damn, dude. This thing's so complicated because I'm using the same button for like 4 different functions, right? Pick up, drop, hold, right? So it has to know what you're doing. That's what all this flip-flop stuff's doing in the sequence stuff. It's like checking stuff. I'm seeing some that might be causing an issue though. So I have 2 button pushes in here, which is why this gate's here. But when I release it, if I'm currently holding, it runs through this. If I'm not holding, it doesn't do any of this drop stuff. But it always will do this. Do I need something down here to only have this do this if I'm holding it? It should only do that if I'm holding anyway. Because I think the problem is possibly, let's play real quick. If I see it's there right now, see it went away. Why is that showing up when I start the game? Let's stop now and go back in. Yeah, see, why is that like that? Let's go see what's up with this HUD. Oh, this is set to 1. No, that's that toss bar should be render opacity 0. Okay. Why is it showing up when we load in then? This render opacity for it showing to 0. It should just be invisible. Only time it should ever show up is when we do this animation. And that's kind of what's happening. This animation is getting called and it's like coming on. I think. Let's watch really close. Is it an actual animation that shows up? Ah, see, it just shows up. What the fudge? So let's get in played to the exit of this. It was working fine with visibility, and it literally should work exactly the same way. But instead of just turning visibility on and off, now we're kind of like changing its opacity on and off. Just make it, fade in. Really. So why is this fricked up now? I know it was back here to start with, but that just made it so it stayed on. I think, right? Yeah, that shouldn't matter. When it goes through here, it fades in, starts this thing. Why is it coming on when we start the game? There's not another weird thing somewhere, is there? Let's see. Let's go to our start game function, because that's weird, man. We're adding main HUD to viewport right here. And for some reason, that's on for some reason. There's something in here that's turning it on during... No. This toss bar. Render opacity is 0. See, now it's 1.0, or it should start at 0. The only other thing we did was visibility is visible, which it should be. It was hidden. Let's just see if something weird's happening. We'll force it to be... Okay, now it's not showing up. I hate when things act so weird like that, right? What the heck? If I push the button, nothing happens. I hold it, nothing happens. Damn. I'm gonna have to like slowly go through all this stuff and see if I can figure out what's causing this bug. Because so right now it's on, but it's not going up, which it shouldn't be, but it shouldn't be there. I wonder if it's... Let's try this. Instead of having that other one that fades, let's just try this real quick. I think it's because both these animations are different, right? There's two animations. And when I click the button to start holding it, it starts playing that faded animation. But then if I let go of it, like I'm dropping it, it plays this animation, but this animation is still technically playing. So let's take this out and let's play that one in reverse. See if that, it's not going to give us the exact result that we want. Meaning it'll be fade, right? Which I kind of wanted just to disappear when you let go of it, but not working correctly. If this helps that situation, see, now it plays that. All right, we'll have to only do this if you're holding. Now, because then if every time I drop it, it's going to play that like that. Let's see if it fixed this function, though. Fades in and fades out. Pick this up, fade in, fade out. Yeah, that's... So we fixed one bug, but it created another bug. That's why I had it over here where it only triggered that if this was above certain thing. Because like I said, this percentage, see how, you can see, but it's flat right here for half a second. And then it starts to go up. You can't really tell how it goes up because it's such a small, there it goes. See it? So it's flat and then it starts to go up. Let's see. So one thing we have to do is if we only do this if holding, this is going to turn into a disaster and I'll clean it up later. So only if it's holding, it will do that. Let's see if that cleans up a little bit of our mess up. Because now if we do this, see now we don't get now it doesn't show up now, which is good, right? Every time I release this button, it was showing up. So now it's not. I need to put a torch in here. There we go. Got it. So if I pick this up, but now when I just drop it, it's just going to show up real quick. See that? I'm not sure why it plays through when I drop it. That's kind of weird. Does it work correctly if I'm holding? Yeah. Doesn't let go when I let go. Oh my gosh, dude. I just wanted to add a nice fade animation, man. Now this whole fucking UI system's fucked. For the toss thing. See what happens when you try to make something look cooler? Break the whole thing. Now we're starting to run into some other issues where I don't know why it is playing in reverse. Or, I mean, it plays again. I think that needs to be... Clean this up a little bit here. This is going to be a sequence. I want to do a couple things at once. Whoops, that's not what I want. Every time you let go of that button, we always want to just stop that. And then we also, if you are holding, do that. Let's see if that fixes one of the bugs I saw this is causing. All right, so we got nothing right now. That loads up and it doesn't go away. Why just dropping this just like that cause it to come on? Fudge, dude. I don't understand why dropping it now causes that to play forward. I go through a whole bunch of sequences so I can figure out what's going on. See, when I drop that, it plays it forward. Fuck. That was great so far. Thanks, man. Compared to the full game, the demo just scrapes the surface now because I've added so much stuff. It's going to be like a whole new game. Demo was kind of just put out as like a atmospheric like sample, right? All right, so when we push the button, if we're not frozen, it does this line trace and picks something up. That's what the green's doing. It's picking something up. Maybe I don't need to have this. And I want to break all of this. When you push that, yeah, sample of better things. Why do I not just say right here, if this is pushed, if holding, it starts to do this. Let's try this. What is that gonna do? Would that break everything? That's all it should need. Because I push this button. Pick this up. Now we have it. And we push it again and it knows we're holding it and it should drop it. This fucking thing still shows up, dude. Fucking stupid animations, man. I wonder if there's something I can do to stop animation. I think it's the fucking speed of stuff. It's, well, I don't know now. Let me grab this. Let me see if it works if I hold on to it. There, we played it. We played all the way through, and I let go, and it doesn't fucking disappear. Why? Well, I think I know why that one's not. Because when I release this, shit, maybe I don't need to do that. That's our fade. Jesus. Toss bar. Set. Let me see if I can just set render opacity straight from here. That, don't even worry about playing the animation, just turn it off. But see, the problem I think is happening as well is if that animation is still playing, go back to that, 'cause it's kind of like a timeline. I don't know why that came on. Fuck, dude. I don't fucking know. Fucking A. Why did we try to put these animations in there? It made it so fucking complicated. They're just fighting each other now, I'm pretty sure. It's all fucked up. To just try to make it look a little cleaner. And it's a fucking disaster. How much can I go back? Going back and fucking Unreal is a pain in the ass sometimes because it's fucking slow as shit. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go back far enough to, because look, every little thing I fucking do is a fucking thing. We've done like 30 fucking things so far. I'm just gonna go back and put the visibility stuff back in here. I mean, there's something else that we messed up that's just causing it all. I can kind of re-look at it a little bit. Man, we're just on set sequence. There's like 30 fucking things here still to get it back to where it was at. We need to go all the way back to this set of play animation. That's going to be visibility. And it works totally fine that way. It's just when we put animations in there, they're kind of like, animations are kind of like timelines where they run for a specific amount of time, right? Unfortunately, I think they're running over each other, which is causing like overlap. Fuck me, dude. How much shit did we add? Everything that's changing now is probably in the actual widget script. We can go fix that stuff. I think we're getting close to where it was at, right? Our gate is back the way it was. We're getting closer. My finger's starting to hurt. There we go. There's visibility. Set it to hidden. If we scroll over now, it should be over here, set to visible. Our main HUD now still shows it over here though, which is fine. Let's just fucking see what happens. I didn't get rid of any of those animations. Drop, pick up, drop, pick up. Hold it, it waits a second, then shows up, and then loads up, and then launches. We'll just leave it like that. Maybe I'll fuck with it again, but that was a nightmare. Anything to drink? I'm gonna get a headache now. I think I'm wore out. Save all. We'll leave those animations there. Maybe I can get them to work at some point. I don't know why it doesn't work pretty much the same way. I'm pretty sure that it's because this is like just on and off, right? And the other ones, like I said, are a timeline. So they're like, when you trigger one, it's only 0.25 seconds, but it slowly is doing something. And if you trigger the other one, while that's still doing it, this is still doing what it was doing. And this one kind of does that, but they fight each other. So we'll just leave it. The sprint one works though. That one fades in. And then fades out. It's a very subtle. And we're gonna add some more to that bar down there so it's not just a bar. It has a little bit of a HUD around it. I don't know what I want to add yet. I don't know. I think I'm going to call it a day, though. I'm going to go out and do some stuff. I'm going to run down to the store with my son and buy him a new neighborhood helmet, some other stuff as well. I appreciate everybody jumping on today and checking out what we've been working on. A lot of stuff. This month's going to be big. I want to get a lot of the narration done and different things like that. And a lot of stuff. So we're working on everything quite a lot. Make sure you guys are following us over on, how does he know that I'm like literally ending stream? He's so fucking smart, dude. Here, good boy. Yeah, make sure you're following us over on Twitter. We usually post up some stuff over there every once in a while. If you guys haven't already, of course, make sure to check out the game on Steam. Wish lists are amazing. We hit 200 wish lists, which is a big milestone, right, for being, new to game dev and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to keep striving on trying to get that. Do all you guys can with sharing the game and stuff like that, and sharing the tweets. That always helps, trying to get stuff out there. Yeah, I only stream for a couple hours. It's too hot. It's hotter than heck in my house. Maybe we'll stream again Friday or something, a little bit, but definitely every Tuesday. We're definitely streaming. We might stream again when we got some more stuff to do. I like to stream when I have stuff to do, and I technically didn't really do much of anything today. And then we got sidetracked and got broken on some stuff. We did do the fade thing, and we cleaned out some other stuff. We showcased how to make some of those functions and macros, which is cool. Yeah, for sure, Jimmy. Thank you for jumping in, man. What's the goal currently with the game? I mean, the goal is to be a famous game developer and make millions of dollars, right? I mean, my goal is to create an amazing little short story and release it for free. This game's gonna be released for free as Chapter 1, and then continue to look for funding via publishers or like crowdsurfing or crowdfunding to be able to make Chapter 2. And then that'll cost like $10 or something once it's all out. So that's the goal for sure. We are scheduled to be a part of the next Steam Next Fest, which is early October, and our release date is either late October or early November. I haven't really set that out yet, but that's when we want to release the game, right around Halloween actually, right after the Steam Next Fest. Man, I bit my cheek or something, and now it's being annoying. So I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. But I'm excited to keep working on it and share all that stuff with you guys. Yeah. all the shares and the support always helps. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are amazing. And I will see you again very shortly. Next Tuesday at the latest. Maybe Friday. It's pretty hot at my house. So we'll see how it goes for this week. It's supposed to cool off this week and be cool next week. But definitely Tuesdays are weekly devlogs. I don't know. Maybe I'll pop on the Austin channel and we'll actually stream some video games or something this week, maybe. I don't know. The problem is every time I'm playing video games, all I can think about is what I should be doing to make my game right now. There's so much that I have a massive amount of tasks in my project management software that need done. So that's all I can think about all the time. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel and a part of the community. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime. But until then, see you later.